Welcome back to the show. The biggest news for crypto ever. No taxes. How about that one? We got that and so much more. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, $3.47 trillion market cap for crypto. The market's up 1.1%. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. Bitcoin 95,200 plus, Ethereum 3,600 plus, 133 billion plus market cap for USD Tether, XRP $1.46. We're up 1.8 on the 24. We're up 30.6%. Just a minute ago was 31 plus, and we're up on the 7-day there. USDC market cap 39 billion plus. We'll keep an eye on it. When the real USD? I believe it's imminent. They have just burned over 46 million real USD from the beta. It sounds like we're getting ready to go out to the launch pad to launch for real this time. Ranging between 142 and 151. That bottom number keeps coming up. Yesterday it was 139. So we're ranging widely, but it's coming up. The bottom number is raising here. Keep an eye on it. Holiday or not. Watch it close, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, Brad Garlinghouse is supposed to be on 60 Minutes. Is it this Sunday, next Sunday, the one after? I don't know, but start watching and paying close attention. I believe the fact that he's going to be on 60 Minutes is a coronation, a crowning of Ripple and XRP, the digital asset, and our time is now. That's why I'm telling you, XRP Las Vegas, the largest XRP conference in the world, May 30th, May 31st, 2025. You're not going to want to miss it. The evolution of finance and Web3. Think about your gains coming in on your assets, your portfolio. Coming to this conference and finding out where's the next place you want to be. What's the next wave of Web3 development that's coming off of the XRP ledger and the surrounding ecosystem where we can start putting some of those gains and we can start becoming baby VCs and seed investors in some of the exciting things that are going to jump off on the ledger for the next decade. Think of it for a moment. And you'll have the money to do it. Make sure you get your ticket today. This is going to sell out. I can tell you that. No question. We're going to sell out the MGM Grand at Las Vegas. It is a remarkable event. It is a beautiful establishment, and you won't believe what the experience is like. James Rule reminds everybody here, rightfully so, in the past 4 years, the most messages and results of scams from the community was accounts being hacked because the victim shared their seed recovery phrases with a scammer thinking that they were a legitimate person. Never, I repeat, never share the 12, 24-word seed phrases you wrote down whenever you set up your crypto wallets. These words and phrases are for you only. They are only used to reactivate your accounts in a case of a faulty phone or cold wallet. That is great, great information there. And I've been hacked. I know others have been hacked. It is a horrible feeling. Please do everything you can to be safe. And I need the audience's help here. I need anyone to help me because I've seen this article floating around that breaking Elon Musk rumored to invest $104 billion in XRP. Binance Square is the only place I've seen this article. I have not been able to verify it with another verifiable source. So if you have another verifiable source, I would ask you to share that with us, the community, or me, and I'll share it on the channel. But I don't have anything that can verify this because this article stands alone at this point. So we need a little confirmation. Now, do I think it's highly likely that Elon Musk would take a position in XRP knowing that X is going to be a super app bringing payments and the movement of money? Of course, that makes perfect sense to me, but I haven't been able to confirm it. Kima successfully executes first central bank digital currency purchase of tokenized stocks on a stock exchange. This is Israel and the platform they're using, and they're using a tokenized CBDC of the Israel digital shekel. This is happening. We are watching this happen right before our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Real world asset tokenization is exactly why I'm here. I'm here because I want to experience the value of XRP after it has complemented the monetary system and after the tokenization, of all the traditional markets has happened. And then we see what XRP can do, because that's when we will thrive, I believe. You're not going to see it really do what it needs to until we get to that place. And this is a great place. News, 21 shares announces ETPs for more crypto assets, ladies and gentlemen. Pyth, Ondo, RNDR, and NIR. You know, this is the story of where we're going. This is where the world's going to look like soon. Hundreds, if not thousands of ETFs, ETPs for these digital assets. Think of it. Think of the money that's going to come because of the retail investor or high retail investor clients, wealthy clients that don't actually want to hold the assets. They're like, just give me an ETF or an ETP that I could invest in without having to hold this stuff. Totally get it. Think of all the paper market that's traded on top of gold and oil. Of course, it's bigger than the actual asset market itself. Bitwise 10 crypto index ETF has been submitted to the U.S. SEC in anticipation of approval, despite the evolving regulatory landscape. Bitwise knows what's going on, and Bitwise is a leader in these products. Bitwise 10 crypto ETF index comprised Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP, and indicates in the filing Cardano, Avalanche, Link, Bitcoin Cash, Polkadot, and Uniswap are among other cryptocurrencies. Now, XRP has a small place in the fund, but that will grow over time, I believe. We'll keep an eye on it. Shout out to Bitwise. By the way, little sneak peek, we're going to have Bitwise on the channel very soon. In addition to the rebranding, Ripple has announced plans to invest in Bitwise revamped XRP ETP as a part of its strategy to strengthen its presence in Europe. Take a look. In addition to rebranding, Ripple has announced plans to invest in Bitwise revamped XRP ETP as part of its strategy to strengthen its presence in Europe. Bitwise CEO Hunter Horsley highlighted the reliability of the XRP ledger, noting that its more than 10-year track record positions it as one of the most trusted blockchains in the crypto space. He expressed excitement about offering institutional-grade access to the newly rebranded product. And I couldn't be more excited, because I say when Bitwise is believing in you and what you're doing, you know you're doing the right thing and that you're a solid product. They understand XRP to a great degree. And look at this. Boy, how about this one? This should get everyone really excited. Hong Kong has initiated plans to exempt private equity funds, hedge funds, and billionaires from paying taxes on realized gains from crypto investments. Oh, well, isn't that funny? Because they're talking about doing that here in the United States, so you can unpack your suitcase. Stay right here, because this is what they're talking about getting done. And listen, they've thought this out. You can tell from what Chris Giancarlo is saying, who very well may be the new crypto czar. Okay? This is huge. And listen how he's got it figured out exactly what needs to happen to make sure there is a moratorium on crypto asset tax.
Well, this is why I do think a crypto czar is critically important, because there's a lot of promises, as you mentioned, and they're across the board. It's not just the SEC chair does this. You need tax writers to make sure that the moratorium on capital gains taxes on U.S. crypto that he's promised is done. You're going to need the White House counsel's office to write the executive orders to end what they call choke point 2.0, the debanking of crypto. Well, this is why I do think a crypto czar.
Let me stop it right there. This guy has sat down and he knows exactly what needs to get done to make sure there's no taxes on crypto. I tell you, if he's up for the role, I really hope Giancarlo becomes the new crypto czar, because he will crush it. He will make sure that it gets done properly. Just listen to the way he broke that down. And it tells me just how seriously they are approaching this. They're going to do this. Then I thought to myself, why in the world would they do this? Why would they allow us to not have to pay capital gains on crypto assets? Then it hit me. What have I been going on about stable coins? Stable coins are dollars, digital dollars, that have to be backed 1-to-1 or a surplus. And if they start to allow private issuance of stable coins held with a qualified custodian, 1-to-1 or a surplus, highly regulated, then you're creating a new use case for stable coins and digital dollars, correct? Yes. Okay. Well, if they make crypto with no capital gains and the traditional markets happen to suffer a hit, everyone's going to want to flood in this space so they can get some no tax, they get tax-free crypto and ride that wave if they take a position because they know they're getting beat up in the other markets that they're in. But here's the big picture for me. Coming back to the stable coin and the digital dollars, creating the private issuance of stable coins to qualify custodians under a highly regulated framework is a new use case for dollars because it can soak up those hyperinflated bonds of those dollars, helping to alleviate the stress on the US dollar as a global reserve currency. If you have no tax on crypto and people are flooding in here to get exposure to it so they can ride that no tax capital gains wave, then what did we really do? Not only did we create new use case by allowing all these little private issuers to act as little mini banks, that now that they can hold it too, soaking up those bonds, but we've created such a demand to use these new digital dollars because people are flooding in here by the hundreds of millions, if not billions of people to get access to this space, which gives a huge drive to digital dollars. Because they got to get digital dollars to come in and buy this stuff. And then they're going to have to cash out on this tax-free crypto. And they're going to need more digital dollars so they can go spend this stuff. Don't believe it. I think it's still true. As I said, Ripple has just burned over 46 million of the real USD tokens from its beta. It sounds like we're getting ready to roll out to the launch pad for the real deal launch of the real USD. Bring it on. Is any of this make $13, $27, or $44 XRP out of reach to you? Because it doesn't to me. Not financial advice. Eggrag Crypto puts this chart out this morning and says this chart analyzes the Fibonacci extensions, measuring from May 2017's highest dominance point to June 24's lowest target reached by XRP dominance. Here are the 5 key factors set to drive XRP dominance higher. The VRVP analysis, a void opens up above 3%, creating a space for rapid movement. The void effect, less resistance, equals easier upward propulsion. 3, FOMO incoming. Watch for FOMO to ignite around the 4% peak from July 2023. Goes on to say Fibonacci targets reaching key fib levels could result in Fibonacci 0.702 dominance at 11%. You can see the 0.702 right here, right? 0.786, we could see it's somewhere over here and I can't see it, can't find it right this second. But then he says 0.786 would be 15%, so it's in between. There it is, 0.786. And the 0.888 dominance of 21% you can see right here. And then kaboom zone, if dominance closes above 5.7%, we're headed straight to Valhalla, he says. And there's your 5.7%, this green zone kaboom. So if we can close above that dominance range, all this other stuff gets very easy to reach according to the charts. Stay steady and strong. XRP dominance is set to overthrow ETH dominance. It's only a matter of time. And I want to do this for us for fun. This is the XRP calculator from XRPL HQ. You can go check it out. But it has these default figures. Now, this calculator was put together by Susan Athey and Robert Mitchnick when they were at Ripple at the time. Robert Mitchnick, now the head of digital assets at BlackRock. Yeah, how about that one? Now, let's bring this down actually to this. Let's go 0.5. That's 0.5 billion, right? And the store value, 0.5. I'm going to leave everything else the same. There's not this much XRP in circulation. It's actually a little less, but I'm going to leave it at 60 because it's not as favorable of a number for us. I'm going to leave all the other figures just the way Susan Athey and Robert Mitchnick did it. If we have a total estimated daily transaction volume of 500 billion, so 500 billion, and a store value of 500 billion. That's 0.5 right there. Let's see what we get. A $39.18 XRP. We're not even dealing with trillions. we're dealing with 500 billion. And we're actually using a number that's higher in circulation. So let's just see if we come down. I think it's 57 that is in circulation. So let's take a look again. Then that brings us to 41 bucks. So these numbers that we see, 13, 27, and $44, they're not out of reach. We're not far away. You're telling me institutional money can't put 500 billion in daily transactional volume? It can do it, and it can do it so fast it makes our head spin. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. This is getting good. I'll catch all of you on the next one.